On what channels?
TikTok and
Because we have a
YouTube.
TV playing in the background. He suddenly stopped talking. Check the tactic. We're live. I'm good for YouTube. He's trying to turn the TV volume back on. Boy's smart. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Tina and I here. And Adriel's trying to turn the TV volume back on. We put it on mute. Oh, he's trying to touch the TV. Got to figure it out. I'm still on my sling. Only on day 5. 5 of 14. 14 days in the sling. I wanted to touch base with everyone. Let you know I'm still alive. I learned to do dishes.
You left.
But no, I finally got my first real night of sleep last night. Let's see if I can do it again tonight. I've been sleeping in my recliners. It gives me a lot more support for the shoulder. And yeah, I finally tried sleeping on our bed last night, which was good. Got some really good sleep until Adriel came barging in at 3 a.m. And when I say barging in, I mean he gets up, crawls out of his little bed, gets his door open, and he doesn't open it quietly. He slams it open, goes down the hallway to our room, slams our door open, and then stands at the side of our bed. Because he wants us to put him in bed next to us. So we eventually put him in there. He stayed off my shoulder, good thing. But yeah, I got my first real night's sleep. I've been just getting micro sleep. Sleep for 30 minutes here, an hour there, 30 minutes here, 2 hours there. And I mean, you know, it doesn't help that when you're trying to sleep and your shoulder's killing you and all the drugs and anesthesia's getting out of your body and all that good stuff. Makes for some complicated sleeping.
I'm trying to check something.
What are you trying to check? You just keep exiting out of everything, hon.
Hold on.
I'm on my page.
Oh, you're on your page.
Yes, that's how I was able to view the stream.
You have to like.
I did. There. She exited out of our stream so we can read comments. Yeah, so no, my shoulder healing's been going good though. Doesn't hurt nearly as bad as it did the first day, obviously, but my nerve block ended really early, and it was supposed to last for like 3 days, maybe 4. And within 24 hours, I could move my hand, I had full feeling. So I lost that nerve block really early, and that hurt. I had to call my doctor, get some stronger pain meds, and now it's doing good. It's definitely been a struggle showering. Tina has to support the arm, and I have to. It's just like it's been a big struggle. Adriel, no, buddy. So showering's been interesting. Changing clothes. We're finding that these really oversized shirts, these t-shirts fit really well, or athletic shirts. So if you ever have a shoulder surgery, I'd recommend like an athletic shirt from like Walmart, one of the cheap $10 ones. Get like maybe 2 sizes bigger. So we did that with a sweatshirt also. We went a couple, like up to a 3XL. So I could slip it over me and have enough room inside so I don't have to try and feed my arm through the other sleeve. It just sits over me and then this arm's free. Driving in a car. So this cooling pad here, which goes to a tube, which goes to a machine that pumps in one side and sucks out the other side. Basically, it puts in cold water and it pulls out hot water that's been accumulating in here. So it's a recirculation pump. And then it runs through its own internal radiator, which you put water, and we use frozen water bottles. It'll 4, so it gives it a good 4 to 6 hours of just cool water circulating, and that really helps with the pain and discomfort. But when traveling, it has to have wall power. Like you got to actually hook it in. So we got a car inverter, so we can then make that work. It only draws what did it say, 3.9 watts or something. It draws almost nothing. So we got a car inverter now, and whenever we're going anywhere, I have my cooling pack with me. If we're ever gone long term, we just have to stop at a gas station every few hours and get ice. So yeah, I mean, it's been a good experience. Learned a lot of things.
Sorry, guys, I'm eating. Yeah, I have to eat
And our DJs in the background playing music.
because I've been very busy. Sorry for the background noise. That's our baby, our toddler here. So, but please kindly like the video. Hobby is here. Just update those of you who just joined. Please let us know where you are watching from in the comment section. Hobby just just updated you guys on his surgery. So yeah, as most of you know, he had a arm surgery,
Shoulder
shoulder surgery.
So they went in. It wasn't open shoulder surgery like replacing a joint or any pieces. They had to fix up some tears that I had gotten about a year and a half ago when I dislocated my shoulder. So they had to go in there, and the damage was a lot worse than what they thought. For example, if you think that something's only a 2 millimeter tear and it's 5, there's a lot more work. I mean, at first, they said I was supposed to be in surgery for like an hour, and it was a lot longer.
Mm-hmm.
A lot longer.
It was a lot longer.
Like what, close to 2.5, 3 hours?
No, like
Because I remember waking up around noon, but I was wheeled out of the room at 8:30.
it was definitely, I would say maybe an hour and 30
Where's
minutes.
his Binky? Binky. Are you full of? He's full of poop. And there's a lot of things I can't do. Like I can't change his diaper. I can't bathe him. I can't pick him up. I can lift nothing with this arm. When I take a shower, someone has to be holding it because I have no support with it. And of course, it was even worse with the nerve block because not only do you have no support, but you have absolutely no feeling. Like the best way to describe it is imagine like when you fall asleep on your arm and you wake up and your arm's is dead. Imagine that for like 24 hours straight. You can't do anything with it. Like your fingers will feel cold. You think your arm feels cold, but when you touch it with your other hand, it feels warm. It's the weirdest thing. The experience of getting a nerve block is not fun. The anesthesiologist was nice enough because he knew I was already stressed to give me a really large dose of fentanyl to help put me out of my mind for it. Yeah, yeah, Thomas. Funny thing is, some friends have joked I am the Borg from Star Trek because I'll let y'all know. I mean, my medical history, pretty much all my friends know. I've had open heart surgery twice. I've had a bunch of stents and coils and rods and all kinds of stuff put throughout my entire body for different reasons. There's a lot of metal in me. So my Star Trek friends used to say I'm a few surgeries away from just being Borg. Well, YouTube is booming, but TikTok is just 2 people. We're using Restream right now. We're trying to figure out our streaming stuff. But no, I wanted to do a vlog each day with my recovery and how each day is going. But last night was the first night I actually got sleep. And I mean, 4 or 5 hours straight. I've been micro sleeping. I've been, you name it, 20 minutes here, 30 minutes there. And it's like, I want to sleep. I have enough pain medication to be comfortable, but I'm just waking up every few hours. That was the other thing is with my surgery, I was like, I've had a lot of surgeries in the past, doctor. The doses that you're sending me home with, are you sure that's going to be fine? He's like, yeah, as long as your nerve block stays in for these 72 hours, you can get away with this dose. But because it ended early, and I was like 2 seconds away from going into the ER, they actually called in, which they don't generally do since how controlling narcotics are nowadays. But they actually called in a stronger dose, and my wife had to race down there to actually go get them because I was like 2 seconds away from ending up in the ER. I was hurting so bad. Are you a dangerous personality? What do you mean by dangerous? I am not dangerous. I am very calm, peaceful. YouTube is booming. We have like 50 people on YouTube and 1 person on TikTok. And I think I am the 1 person using my account to view it. Yeah, no, I've had a lot of surgeries. I think the only place they haven't touched is my brain, essentially. I've had aneurysms, had leaking aneurysms. I had an aortic graft rupture on me, literally tear open. It was like 14, 15-hour surgery. No. So when I was growing up, like as a young child with a lot of my health issues, my parents as like a young baby did file for a disability. They were able to end that when I was like 13, got my first job at 15, did some volunteer firefighting at 18. When I was in Montana, I did some volunteer firefighting. Um, I've worked a couple different jobs. Yeah, and you got to undo those. We have a baby lock on our back door. He can reach the handle now. Are they broke? No? Okay. So no, what was I saying? So yeah, no, when I went between my I had my first open heart surgery at 16, got my first job about then too, worked up to age 23, because at 24 I had my second bigger open heart surgery. So the first open heart, they went through my sternum. Don't recommend that. When your bone hasn't fused yet, it grinds back and forth for a while till the bones fuse. That's weird. Like this is still a little bit hypersensitive from nerve damage even now. The second time they went in when I was 24, because my graft started tearing. Imagine a graft like a steel pipe. So if you put a water balloon in a steel pipe and you try inflating it, what happens? The water balloon ruptures, not the steel pipe. So what happened is they put the graft in when I was young. I kept growing. The graft was strangling my heart and started tearing. So they had to go in there at 24 years old, which is when I reapplied for disability. I was on that up till about 27 when I was able to be fully recovered and start working. I could do a separate video on that of the anxiety and stress of.
You've started talking about it already, so I guess you would do an actual video on this one.
Understanding the anxiety and stress that people go through with disability of coming off is it's like a security bubble for you. But I started working again, and I've been working ever since. Had some really good jobs since then. I've only been with 2 companies since then. I had my first company, left it. We had to move, and then so I had to go back to them, which was fine. But yeah, no, I mean, I went from just barely making it on disability after open heart surgery to living with my wife now. I mean, we've had some really great experiences and had some really good opportunities with my company. So finally able to start school, hopefully next summer. Company's going to pay for it while I go to work and work my 50, 60 hours each week. But I work a 4-4 schedule. So I have 4 days off each week to do schoolwork and 4 days to do work, which is fine. I mean, I'm still young. I'm 35. So I got plenty of time. Let's see here. Interesting. Why do you suffer so much? Let's see here. Favorite Star Trek movie? Oh my gosh, I got to catch up on these comments here. He's not disabled, just doing the Michael Jackson surgeries. Yes, I have been lightened up. Favorite Star Trek movie? Hold on, Tina, you're scrolling too fast. Star Trek movie, like when I was recovering from the second open heart, I watched a whole bunch of different TV series. You figure I was like in a bed for 6 weeks. I like first contact. For any of the newer ones, I didn't really like them beyond the 2009 movie. I watched Stargate. I watched all of when I was recovering. Interesting. Why do you suffer so much? No, besides having the occasional surgeries, like just like touch up stuff, everything is really good. What led to this is I'll kind of back up. And when I had my first open heart surgery, they didn't give me physical therapy afterwards. So a lot of the muscles in here from splitting your sternum didn't heal right. So it affects the stability. It can affect a shoulder. It can affect anything. Well, it jumped forward to 2012, and I dislocated my shoulder a couple times with a combination of swimming and martial arts. It literally just went right out of the socket, went right back in. It was fine. Jump forward to fall of 2023. I'm on baby leave from work because I'm taking care of him, and I'm at home doing workouts. Actually, I had a really good workout plan. I was doing like 150 squats a day plus, and then I was doing like 300 push-ups a day broken up. So what happened is when I was doing squats, we had a flight of stairs in our townhome. So I was doing squats on them, and I just decided to reach down and pick something up. Put my hand, I won't do it with this, I'll put my hand up on the wall to brace, and that traction at the right angle made my arm slip out. Well, I had a lot more muscle mass. I had a lot more buildup in there than when I did in prior years. So when it dislocated, it tore everything. It split the bicep, tore labrum, tore rotator cuff. Rotator cuff got the minor tear. The labrum got a moderate tear, and so did the bicep. So highly unstable. I mean, it hurt for 6 weeks after that. I knew I severely screwed something up. I wasn't able to do surgery early on. Doctors wanted to try physical therapy for about 1 year. We did that. But yeah, so jump forward to now, and I haven't been able to work out in a year and a half, 2 years. I love working out. I love doing stuff. I love being active, and I just can't do it with it. If I reach up with a lot of weight, I'm afraid it would slip out. So I decided it's time to get it fixed. My work gives me off 12 straight weeks with 100% pay, which is nice. So I don't have to worry about pay. And I just get time to recover because they didn't replace or open up anything really. They just kind of stitched everything closed. Let's see here. It's able to heal in the 12 weeks instead of like an extended one. Let's see. I'm catching up on comments here, guys. Let's see here. Peaceful. Thank you for the piece, Ricky. Mike, what? That's what all dangerous people say. I hear you, Mike. UFO. Hi, UFO. Not disabled, is doing the Michael Jackson surgeries. Favorite Star Trek movie? Answered that. Not that. Sorry that you've had to suffer through your whole life. Thank you, Mike. I really don't see it as suffering. I mean, we all have our own ailments in our life that we go through. Some are less than others. Some are more. I feel I'm very fortunate that I've been able to make it through mine, keep a positive outlook, and get a beautiful wife and a good kid out of it. I mean, you figure when you're having your first open heart surgery and they're telling you may not live past 24, or when I'm 5 years old and they're telling my parents he may not live past 7. So I think I'm on a really good track. What some people might see as a setback. It's just me getting ready to have a good, stable life. Let's see here. Got a black woman to take care of you. Yep, I have my beautiful Ghanaian wife. Watching a mixtape, love it. Patrick Stewart. Oh, so you met Patrick Stewart, Thomas? Right on. Yeah, I know that he primarily lives and resides in UK. I've never had a chance to meet him. I never went to any of the conventions. I met Ben Kingsley. Nice. I don't know how to say your name. Bhagwan? Bhagwan Sin?
Sin. I just
hello to both of you. Hello.
Sin, you're welcome back to our page.
How often does everyone change their underwear? Well, I highly recommend changing them once a day.
Why are you thinking this
if you are like camping, I mean, you can wear the same pair for 4 days. You just turn them around inside out. We'll have to share a camping story later with Tina.
The guy is just coming to have fun, and then you are seriously answering.
Hey, you never know. Underwear could be a very serious video topic we could do. I mean, there's so many different variety. But no, so I guess back on topic. So yeah, dislocated my shoulder. They had to repair it finally. Surgery went well. I mean, I've had a lot of surgeries. I kind of knew what to expect. Great medical team, I thought. Everyone was really cool. They get you sitting up right away, which was really weird. I mean, I was sick to my stomach. And what was funny is I had asked for additional nausea medication. Like, dude, I'm getting sick. And Zofran does not work on me. I don't care what they say. It does not work on everyone. What I was asking for, they supposedly didn't carry. It's a lie. But so they gave me Zofran, and like, what's that other thing you just gave me? That made my head spin. Like, that ain't Zofran. Oh, that's Benadryl. It helps with nausea. Well, now I want to fall back asleep. Let's see here. I need some people from Ghana. They called me.
Bruni
Bruni Pete. What is that?
Bruni Pete.
What does that mean, Tina?
Bruni means white man. You don't want me to say Pete.
Pete, a short person?
No, Pete, vulture.
Vulture? A white vulture. How often does everyone change over? Once a week for me. Right on. Right on. Hey, and if you get colored underwear, then the stain won't show.
Chris, what? I'm eating. I'm eating, baby. I'm eating. Oh, Mike Lewis. Yeah, it's just
Hey, buddy.
Bruni means white man.
You know, Dad, I can't hold you right now.
And Pete.
I can't pick you up, buddy. You know I can't pick you up. And this has been really hard with Adriel. So, Adriel, for those of you that have been
Just
on here a couple times,
because people don't know his name.
The soon-to-be 2-year-old baby, very much Dada's boy for everything. Now, don't get me wrong; he loves his mama, and when it's him and mama, he's 100% there. But when it's Dada, it's Dada for everything. So. He's used to me holding him. He's used to sleeping up on me sometimes with like naps. Oh, geez, sorry. He's always used to being close to Dada. And you know, like he gets it when Dada goes to work. I go out the door. He'll cry sometimes. Other times he's just fine. But when he saw me get wheeled into surgery, so he was laying next to me in my bed when we were just waiting, and he sees me get wheeled off to surgery, and Tina takes him, and he screamed like he thought I was dying.
Mhm.
He thought I was not coming back. I remember hearing him scream as they kept wheeling me all the way down the hall, and this is like a blood-curdling scream. Tina says he cried for like 30, 40 minutes until he fell asleep, and he's never done that. Normally, like even when I like leave, he'll cry for a few minutes and then stop. He was screaming apparently. So when she finally got to see me with, I mean, he was extra clingy. And he knew that he couldn't lay on me, so we had to make do, buddy, huh? Put you in left arm for a short time, and then he was fine, running around, laughing, giggling. Nurses loved him. Yeah, you know I can't pick you up, but now that I'm home, he still doesn't get that Dada can't pick him up. I'm not supposed to pick him up.
No.
No, buddy, I can't pick you up. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I even asked my doctor if I could pick him up with my left arm. He doesn't want me tightening anything up over here and compensating. So here he is. Here he comes. Mama's getting him. It's the baby boy. They can't see him. There we go. There he is.
No touching Dada's
He loves touching Dada's shoulder.
No.
He loves touching. All right. Hi, TikTok. I'm glad you're better. Tassidi?
No touching
Namya?
Dada's
I'm sorry.
shoulder.
I don't know how to say your name, but
Sweetie.
hello.
No.
Thank you. I'm balancing between YouTube and TikTok here on my phone screen here.
It's so hard to get babies to understand something. You cannot touch Dada's shoulder.
They taught me bad words. Funny story. I tried to get Tina to teach me bad words. Tweet.
You went to the internet
and then
to learn.
she wouldn't listen, so I started using Chat GPT. Tell me 10 bad words and tweet. and then I tried saying them, and she looked at me like sideways. Like, what are you saying? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, we are really trying to be more active on here. We really want to grow our YouTube and TikTok page. My thing, guys, is I don't really have much content ideas. Like Tina's always saying, just look at other channels. That doesn't help. It's like saying, look at other cars to figure out which one you want to actually buy. That doesn't always help. So, it's just, we're trying to figure it out. I know we don't have like a set theme or anything. But I'd seen another channel where this couple, they do shorts and full-length videos of them playing games. So as long as Tina can make time, because she's addicted to the computer for work, but as long as we can make time, maybe we can do like a short each day, like a 30-second short of us playing, or maybe a quick live stream each night, maybe like a 30-minute game. Tina gets very, very attitude-y when she plays Jenga. You know the one where you stack up the block tower, you got to push out blocks. This lady had never heard her cuss once in her life. And I'll just give you the short narrated version. I won my 4th game in a row, and I got the old F you. First time it ever came out of her mouth. So if you want to hear her cuss, beat her at a game. Oh, yeah. Buddy, you want shower? I know you do. And that's the other thing, is he's used to Dada giving him his shower, and now Dada just sits up on the bathroom counter and watches him take his shower. I can't really bathe him.
What do you want?
But give us some idea, like, what do you want us to see us do? Like, we don't really go out on our road trips anymore. We have him now, and I'm working, so we just can't drive around and talk for hours on end. We try and do some of the food stuff, but when I'm back to my normal work week, I don't always feel like cooking.
He's planning to touch that.
No, but you don't need to touch that. No, you don't. I mean, we've done like all kinds of different things that on our channel. Nothing really seems to kick off. I know I've done some funny videos like living with a Ghanaian woman and everything, so I could probably do
that one. Really
we got like 800,000 views in like one day.
That one did well. So if you want to want to go back to it,
yeah, it's just we're just trying to find what our little specialty niche is and what we can really do. It's not easy, like you get these channels, they've been doing it for so long successfully that they could literally just pull up a video and they could be sitting on the toilet talking to you, and they'll get 10,000 viewers. Like, we put a lot of thought into it, but sometimes these spur of the moment ones, like I've never had 80 plus people live on YouTube. This is my first time. Normally get like 1 or 2 at a time. Hey, no pulling, buddy.
okay, you go.
You have to go over there now. Go play, buddy.
Go.
And Tina, the TV's loud. I don't want us to get copyrighted. YouTube and their copyrights. He likes watching Rob the Robot. So any type of background noise, which is also the other thing. Is like we'll live stream from the Empire Mall here in Sioux Falls, as I get spur of the moment things we can talk about while he's playing. And the background radio, they flag it every time. Copyright. And I'm so tired of spending 3-4 days per live stream just to fight it so they don't block the actual video. And then we can't monetize it.
I actually figured out how you can take the background noise out of it. Yeah, so we'll be okay.
But yeah, I mean, where we're at in life now, I mean, as I told like at the beginning, we're comfortable, we're happy. Tina has her book stuff she is doing right now, and her side work with Teen Lead. She had a volunteer, nonprofit, and she's been running that for a very, very long time in Ghana, and then wants to move it out here. We finally got it registered in the United States as a nonprofit, which opens her up to getting grants and resources, and we'll have some announcements in the coming weeks and months. We have a lot of stuff to get set up.
Yeah, we have the inauguration for the nonprofits here in the US, and then we have the book launch. Yeah, and then we also have the author visits with the library. So
and then just separate Teen Lead stuff going on too.
Yeah, so kind of 3 main projects that I've been working on. Yeah,
and then I just have my regular work. And what's nice about mine is just the opportunities to promote when I need to, like do a set job in it for a couple years, and then I can, apply for my next level up. And we're open to us moving. We can transfer Tina's work. We can transfer my work easy. The hard part would be transferring that nonprofit from state to state.
That's the
Because
thing.
if I go another local level or another local level, that's cool. But if I want to apply like a market or a regional level area, or as a director somewhere, we're moving states. So I mean, pay wise, it would be great, but relocating, I mean, is always the fun part. And luckily, my company pays for moves, which is nice.
I guess we will be here for a while.
Yeah, I kind of want to stay in my same role at least for maybe 2 or 3 years. I don't want to move up into something unless if I've absolutely mastered what I'm in now. I'd rather show that I'm ready to move up with my work quality and success than just like, oh, I've been here for 2 years, I want to try something new. Which, don't get me wrong, I get bored when I master something. But it also gives me time to really get as many good days as I can to get my degree and get all of that stuff there too. So, but yeah, we'll be staying here in Sioux Falls for a while. If you're ever passing through and you've been on here long enough, you want to send us a message if we have time, maybe we can say hi or anything. I mean, I had no idea who this person was, but when I was at the mall like a month and a half ago, just Adriel and I, this lady who's local just walked right up. She was like, "You look really familiar." Like, thinking, I don't know who you are, lady. I'm a happily married man. And she's like, "Do you have like a TikTok page?" I'm all, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh, is your wife from Ghana?" I'm all, "Yeah." "Oh, you're from Chris Antina." I'm like, "Yeah." The first time someone that's ever just randomly seen our page follows us that spotted me out in public. It was kind of cool and weird. I did give her a shout out on a short after that, yeah. But if you ever see us out in public, if you're ever in Sioux Falls, you can just come out and say hi. I wouldn't say there's a lot to do here, like Minneapolis or Los Angeles, but this town has definitely grown. And when we left Brookings, we lived in Brookings, South Dakota, when she was wrapping up her PhD. The population here is maybe 180, 190,000. We left for 18 months and came back in June of 2024. We left in January of 2023. And the population went up by like 25,000 people in that 18 months. It is exploding here with homes. They are building like crazy. Still pretty affordable though. Like if you have 2 solid incomes, you can afford something. We want to rent for a while. It's a lot easier, especially if I'm going to be possibly being bumped up in the next couple of years. We don't want to buy something yet until we're ready to be somewhere. Like if I made market level, I'd say let's buy something, stay there for 4 or 5 years. If I'd got a great opportunity to move up after that, then we could sell our home, rent it out, whatever. I love people. Your girl looks good, homeboy. Okay, maybe not the most appropriate thing to say, but okay.
And Tim, hi. Thank you for joining us.
Let's see. But yeah, so now, yeah, if you're ever through Sioux Falls, want to swing over and say hi if you're passing through, or if you happen to live here and are watching this, we're outgoing, friendly people. We always like meeting new people. So we've been looking at like other smaller towns in the area too, like Harrisburg and T. There's like a lot of smaller towns that surround the city, much more affordable housing, and we kind of like that small town feel. Like Brookings was just big enough. There was enough there, but I also like Sioux Falls. It's not as bad as people say with crime. I mean, every town has their crime and junkies and issues, but there's a lot of resources here. A lot of small towns, really good community here.
Tim is asking what happened to your arm.
Yeah, Tim. So what happened is I had to have reconstructive surgery on it. There was quite a few tears and a split bicep. So the way that happened is fall of 2023, so like September 2023, I tore everything when I dislocated my arm by accident. Like you would have thought maybe I was like lifting heavy, bench pressing, maybe dumbbell went crazy. Oh, of course not. I'm reaching up on a wall just to like stabilize myself, like hand going up, like stabilize myself as I'm squatting down to pick something up off my stairs. and just that dragging on my fingers at that angle, it popped all the way out. It was out for probably a good hour. And it hurt the entire time. Like the previous times I did dislocate it, like 10 years prior, didn't hurt. It just felt really tight. Just couldn't move it. This was spasming and firing, and then the swelling afterwards for 6 weeks. I knew I tore something. I knew I messed something up because just how bad it hurt afterwards. It didn't stop hurting when they put it back in. So eventually, after all this time, like I could use it at work before surgery. But I couldn't pull stuff behind me. I couldn't reach, like really stretch up high, maximum range. I couldn't do any of that without risking it could slip out. So eventually we just made the call after essentially failed physical therapy, just to get it fixed. What, buddy? That's my hand. You're handing me the coat. Okay. You want this back on you?
No, he wants to go out.
Yeah. He's handing me his coat. He wants to go somewhere. He drug his diaper bag through the house this afternoon when we mentioned going out. Let's see what the comments here. Pull this back up.
Some of them are inappropriate. Just ignore.
Okay. I don't know, Fluffy. I don't know. I'm not an expert in any field, so I do not know. But I mean, some other things I'm looking at doing. So my work will pay for like the education that I need to move up through like business and all that, plus certificates. So they'll pay for Lean Six Sigma Yellow Belt, which is like how to run a business, a company. When I worked for 3M, that's the one company I will tell you that I worked for by name. I worked for 3M in Brookings for a while. All their managers have Lean Six Sigma Black Belts, which is a pretty expensive and in-depth program. So the company I work for now will pay for up to yellow. So I want to get that, a few of my certificates, and then a 4-year. But what I want to get on the side, and when I did volunteer firefighting, I had like my EMR stuff, just like basic first aid and CPR, AED. With the way that the local schools are, they have a trade business school here called Southeast Tech. Now, they have for like all your core stuff, all your essentials, minus your field skills, they have a EMT program at your own pace, which would be great that I could take with my busy work schedule. Plus, I wouldn't have to be in a classroom. So I've always wanted to just get my EMT. It's great skills. It's a step up from the EMR stuff. I don't want paramedic or anything. I don't have, one, I really have no need for it. I'm not going to be in the field as a full-time thing. And two, I'd have to leave my job for 2 years to just do that. I don't want to do that. So yeah, I mean, I'd like to get my EMT going personally. It'd be like a 3 to 4 month thing, get my skills, and then if we're able to move into one of the outlying towns with like a smaller department, volunteer services, I could be signed up as a volunteer. I love volunteering and giving back to my community.
Leave him alone. Leave the person alone. You don't have to block.
But so no, that's what I really want to do. Funny thing is, well, I guess it's not funny, but there's like a lot of newer programs you can take online that used to be just in person. Like I was shocked to see EMT where you could do it online. Obviously, you have your hands-on skill stuff, so many hours of like a internship volunteer thing, which I could do on my off days. But I was surprised to see that like it's pretty much 100% online. You do all your core skill stuff in person, obviously, and then you're ready to take the national EMT exam. I noticed like a lot of other courses that they've been doing more hybrid and online, like nursing programs, even a lot of engineering stuff now too. Don't pull on my arm, buddy. But had I been like super healthy growing up and all that, no issues, where I could have completed school early enough, I've always wanted to be an anesthesiologist. Like if I was going to go medical route, pediatric anesthesiology, if I was going to go into like a trade, like a field job, lineman, climbing power poles, doing all that. It's a 2-year and you get it done.
Oh, chat room. We don't block. We don't block, so yeah.
Which part of Africa? So Tina is from Ghana. So Tina came here with her schooling and her and I met in Montana. Both happened to be at a Mexican restaurant. And I've told the story on other streams. We were both at a Mexican restaurant, both single at the time. I was having, I wouldn't say a good night, but I was having kind of a bad night. So I'm like, well, I'll go talk to her, see if I can make my night better. And yeah, sat down, talked to her, and we hit it off, exchanged numbers. This was during COVID too, so dating was kind of fun. I think for our first 3 dates, he just brought me food over, different African food. She actually admitted at our wedding she made the food extra spicy to see if she could burn this white boy. If she was going to burn me and I couldn't stand the food, why would I want to be with him? He doesn't even like my food. Give me a second here, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get my
Are you okay?
shoulder thing, yeah.
What are you getting?
My cooler. Hold on.
I'll put up closing it for you. The alpha haircut is great. Oh, what is that? What is an alpha haircut?
I don't know.
What
So
part of
here's my ice
haircut
cooler.
is it from?
I'm lifting with my good arm. So this is my Bear cooler or Bragg Polar Care. So on the inside, I can open this up, add water about halfway, put 4 frozen water bottles, and it recirculates the water into my pack here, which is what I'm going to put on right now. My shoulder's starting to bug me. Plug that in, please. It uses like literally a glorified fish pump, like for a fish tank. Just plug it in, baby. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I take both ends here. I figured out, it took me a while. You push both metal tabs in and you push with your good arm into the bad arm. They lock. And within about 20 seconds, I start feeling ice cold water circulating through, which feels good. Alfalfa.
Someone.
You hit the lottery, champ. You know it though. Straight from the motherland. Funny thing is, so growing up, I liked a lot of international foods, like Japanese food. Love it. Can't eat fish now. That's a story for a different day. But I grew up like eating sushi a lot, fish. I grew up on the California coast. I also liked a lot of Mexican food, and Indian food. My family was always joking that I was going to have an international wife. Like, well, you love international food. Their money was literally on a Japanese girl. So I eat Japanese food so much. You're going to come home with a beautiful Japanese lady and she'll make you fish every day. And let's see, my phone keeps scrolling away. Stop it. Do you eat bushmeat? What's bushmeat?
Oh, bushmeat.
Like zebra?
No, like the way people go for hunting for what are they called? Deer and all that.
Oh yeah, I've had deer, I've had buffalo. So I'll tell you what I've had. I have not had buffalo. A buffalo is in Africa. That's a Cape buffalo. I've had bison. A lot of people think buffalo and bison. It's not the same. American bison or African buffalo, 2 different animals. So I've had bison burgers, all that stuff. So I've had bison. I've had deer. I've had. I'm pretty sure I had elk. I tried bear. Bear is very tough and weird.
Bear.
Long story. Duck. So my father went duck hunting one year in Oregon, and he was out there for his limit. But there were people out there that were just shooting birds just for fun. They had no intention of eating them. He came back with like 150, 200 ducks.
Oh.
Took 8 weeks for this place to process them, and he probably had about 20 pounds of sticks, like beef sticks. They were duck sticks, teriyaki flavor. Absolutely loved them. So I've had duck, I've had deer, elk, duck. I've had goat, bison, cow, pig, chicken, turkey, wild pig. Tastes different than domesticated. I think that's about it.
I can't believe you've eaten bear. Like a bear.
I've always wanted to try some meats, like
a bear.
Gazelle. I hear the gazelle.
What is that?
The African deer.
Oh.
With the horns.
Okay.
And the lion chases the gazelle. Let's see here.
Maybe we have to.
Don't let her take out life insurance on you.
Why is that?
Because you'll kill me for it.
Funny.
Look at this high tech crap. Yeah. So no, this ice cooler thing. So we have a power inverter for our car now. We had to go to Walmart. Got a cheap power inverter, which was only like $20. It really was cheap. It was rated for 150 watts. Had 2 USBs, one standard plug. Plug this thing in, and I can now take this on the road. So what you do is you put your water bottles in the freezer. We have like 20 of them in there. It takes forever for them to freeze. And every 4 to 5 hours, I got to take out 4 water bottles and exchange them in here. The water you don't have to really change because this thing is a self-containing loop. But yeah, so it helps keep it nice, ice cold, and feels good. And again, like you want to wear loose shirts, something loose. You don't want anything skin tight because the way you have to put your shirt on is you have to have somebody hold your arm to you. You feed it through your wrist, up through the elbow, up to the armpit. And if they go into your armpit for surgery, this is the part that hurts because if you have a tight shirt, you got to stretch it over your head, put tension here. So go like 2 or 3 sizes bigger. So I think we have like an extra large or something. We'll be going more clothes shopping tomorrow since I'm running out of clothes that fit without having to wash them every couple of days. But we have like a 3X sweatshirt I can stick over me too. Okay. Why are African women so obsessed with white men? We get so many inbox messages, Facebook. We get comments on some videos on YouTube, a lot on TikTok. Please, can you help me find a white man? Or, man, can you help me find a white girl? It's not like you just go down to your local Walmart and find someone. Well, I guess you can. Walmart, we can go shopping for Target. How much do you want to pay? A little, go to Walmart. A lot, go to Target.
Tina, will you ever go back to Ghana? Or do you own a land back home?
So we plan on eventually going back.
You cannot say the date.
We have nothing booked yet, but we do plan on eventually going back.
Yeah.
When we first met was in the middle of COVID. Then she had school. Then we had moving. Then we had careers really firing off. So we had no time to actually go. But we're hoping in the next year or 2 we could probably go back for probably 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, we want to make it a surprise, and we know my dad has been watching our videos, so we cannot say.
Hi, Jihan.
We cannot say when we want to go. So
hi, Jihan. So Jihan is one of the supervisors that worked under me in Minneapolis.
Oh, okay.
So there's a few of my old coworkers that follow us on TikTok. So I'm on both streams here.
Can I answer that question? Yeah. Okay, so chat room asking when will I go back to Ghana, or do I plan on going back to Ghana? Yeah, I'll be going back to Ghana very soon. We are but then, even just being here, I've been working on projects back in Ghana. As we mentioned earlier, I have a non-profit organization in Ghana for mentoring teenagers in rural areas in Ghana. And I started that in 2017 before moving to the United States for school. So it's still ongoing. One of our staple programs is our science, technology, engineering, mathematics program that we've been having every year for the kids in the rural areas. So I've been doing my part, even though I'm here, but I still do my part to help back home, as and when I can. And we also did the clean water project, right?
Yeah, we did 2 of them. We had 2 wells.
We also provided clean drinking water wells for villages, like 2 villages in Ghana.
Yeah, so it was you came back in spring to do that in Montana. So she had left 2020 January to start her PhD out here. I was still in Montana. I couldn't move out till December time due to my work transferring and us saving up money. But no, she flew back in springtime, and we had a huge community fundraiser now. She teamed up with a chef. I forget what his name was, but he was the head chef at the local hospital there. And so she teamed up with him, and they made enough food for probably 450 to 600 people.
Yeah.
Probably about 150, 200 showed up, and the food was gone.
people showed up more than that.
At least. But the food was gone within 45 minutes. It was gone. So between that fundraising, they were able to pretty much get the entire well with reserve too. Highly successful fundraising.
Thank you, chat room. We just try to do our best. Okay, for me, I believe that wherever you are, you need to remember where you come from. So the little that we can do to help, we just do it. And that was one of the things I told him. I asked him if he's going to support me because this is me, and these are the things that I've been doing, like giving back to society, helping children. So if he's willing to support that dream of mine, that is okay with me. But if he's not willing, I think we cannot continue dating, or we can't even like we don't have to start dating so that we will even think of marriage or anything like that. And he accepted. So yeah.
Yeah. I actually was very persistent on dating her. I would ask her every time she would come over after we unofficially started, like, are we official yet? Are we official yet? She waited all the way till till Thanksgiving. We went out to a friend's ranch, which was like really far out of town, and she eventually said yes. Yeah. So we drove out there as unofficial and drove back home as official.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, we were not official because you didn't tell me till we came back.
Yeah, till we came back. Yeah.
So we drove out to the ranch unofficial. We came back from the ranch official.
I remember I said yes in the hallway.
Yeah, but we didn't announce it until then.
Yeah. So just between the two of us, it was in the hallway to your apartment.
So what we want to do, like I've had people say, like, well, what do you guys plan on doing with this channel? If we can get this channel enough viewers and subscribers and monetization, we want to use the money from these channels to help fund either her well project, building clean drinking wells, or team lead. Can you take the charger away from him? Adriel, nobody. So that's what we've been trying to do. It's been just such a slow burn, and TikTok demonetized us for a long time. Would not monetize us at all. They still won't at this point.
Yeah, and then Facebook
won't monetize us. We have like 17,000 people on Facebook, and they still won't monetize us for a penny.
And then YouTube, we haven't been monetized, but like we are not giving up on YouTube.
Yeah, I think YouTube is going to be our greatest chance of success.
We just need to keep on going. It will take a while. Right now, we need the 4,000 watch hours. You know,
4,000 watch hours. We need these short things, and then we just need subscribers. People just. I'm not asking anyone to donate. I don't want one person to even donate. Just give us the viewership so that they just pay us for the views and the content and everything. That would be the easiest. And I know that there's a couple wells you want to get finished up. It's just the funding piece.
I have
when we started getting followers fast on Facebook, we thought YouTube and TikTok. I mean, TikTok has a lot of followers. They just won't monetize us.
Yeah.
We have 17,000 followers on Facebook, but only like 3 people may join our live stream, or only 2 people may share. So sharing and commenting and liking, getting followers is our biggest path to success on it. And as I said, I try to think of content. It just never gets really strung together. Let's see here.
So definitely never forget where you come from. However, you must be very grateful and appreciate for the opportunity.
YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok are great.
Make sure you fly. Yeah, definitely. I've had a lot of opportunities coming here. For instance, my school was fully paid.
Yeah, so Tina, we have to post like it's a job. So when I'm working my 4 days on, so I get 4-4. Okay. When I work my 4 days on, I'll break down my schedule. I will get up at 6:30. I'm at work by 7:30. If I'm lucky, I'm off the following morning at 8 a.m. Other days I'm there till 10 or 11 before I'm even home, and then I crash out. So that's for 4 days straight, where I could work anywhere from 48 hours to like 60, 70 hours in 4 days. So my 4 days on is just work and sleep. So that takes away time for me to make content. And we have thought about pre-recording stuff, but on my days off, even Tina gets busy with her, which means she's working long days too. So just trying to incorporate it on a steady basis. Like we've talked about pre-recording stuff all in one day, scheduling uploads each day. It's a lot of time.
Yeah. So chat room, yeah. Like I'm also doing things in the United States. Like I didn't really want to talk about it, but my husband has already mentioned. Like, so I have my nonprofit organization in Ghana, right? We have registered it here, and then we are working on starting working we are working to start working with children as we've been doing in Ghana. You know, sometimes you would think that if US people in US do not need help and all those things. There are a lot of places here in the US that need the same thing that we are doing in Ghana. Like
a lot of the Native American reservations around Sioux Falls. We actually met with one guy, and one of the reservations, it's a couple hours away. It is so poor that everything's at like a negative deficit. So it's like we just don't want to bring teen lead like education and opportunity for teaching people to Ghana, but we also want to bring it to communities here where we actually live now too in America. I had a couple people once say, "Well, you just don't care about your own home. You don't want to help people." I'm like, no, that's not it at all. Tina started it there, but we would love to get it worldwide one day if we can get sponsorship and funding and people actually helping. It takes a lot of work.
Yeah, there are people here also that need the same help that people in Ghana need. There are a lot of places here in the United States that need the same help. Like I was actually surprised, you know, but yeah.
So I'll tell you this one thing. So where I am working now, my team that works with me at like the other managers, they've been here for almost their entire life. And there's I forget what it's called. I did a few times with them. But through my work, we have volunteer opportunities. They match hours with money per hour. So if we have like 50 man hours in a month, then they'll match like $10 per hour and then donate it to them. So what they've been doing is the last couple years, this essentially the homeless shelter that's privately ran. They've been doing school backpack drives every fall for kids. Apparently, a couple years ago, they gave out 500 backpacks. They had like no donations. The year after, maybe 1,500 backpacks. It got more popular. Well, last year, I'll say last year, as in 2023 fall, they gave out about 7,000 backpacks to needy children. And that goes from preschool all the way up to high school. Okay.
So the one that you volunteered for gave us how many?
So this last time in fall 2024, they gave out over 12,000 backpacks for people that needed school supplies for school. And what they do is they get a hold of these schools for each grade to see, through the average of the 4 schools, what's like the average you need. Like, all right, for kindergarten, we need like colored pencils, crayons, blah blah blah. So that they get these huge lists. And then my company, we were bringing in pallets, and I mean full pallets stacked up, and we donated so many pallets of books, like blank paper, notebooks, pencils, crayons. So if they bought like 1 pallet worth, we would donate like 2 more. So they get their donations from the community, and it's become so popular now. I mean, they had to break it up into so many different sections of giving out books. Like kindergarten comes on this day, first grade comes on this day, because they had over 12,000 people they had to give out backpacks to within a week and a half period. Adriel, stop it, buddy. Don't do that. You'll break your own toy.
You just reminded me of something. So I'm an author of children's books, and my mentor, who is in Minnesota, like she had a program last year with the
Lakota.
school.
Yeah, that's right. Lakota, thank you.
She had a program with the school last year where she was able to donate some of her books to the children. Like they did the same backpack thing. And so with each backpack, she had one of her book in there. So it's something worth looking at,
If you wanted to put 12,000 of your books in there, how much money would that cost you?
I'll just donate some, or I can even apply for a grant.
Yeah.
And then.
So let me finish this. So not only did we have to bring in all these supplies, and obviously they bought from multiple suppliers. They went to JanSport backpacks. They gave them a good deal. They didn't donate a whole lot. We donated a lot more. They bought most of it, but we kept trying to donate more from my company. So I went out twice because we just broke it up in like different shifts, different managers, and we had our employees under us. They would sign up for like volunteer shifts, which is also just more money being donated to them. Okay. So no, long story short, they gave out over 12,000 backpacks this year based on, how many kids they have, how it's been growing. We're anticipating 18 to 20,000 backpacks in fall 2025.
Wow.
So I know that they're focusing on the city of Sioux Falls and the immediate schools. I heard there may be talk to expand out to other areas. And thank you, the Lakota tribe is what I was thinking about, Renee. They're like central South Dakota. Probably one of the poorest reservations you will find.
Yeah.
I mean, Tina was shocked when the guy broke it down, just how poor that reservation is. She's like, whoa. I mean, even compared to some areas of Ghana, it's very, very close.
Yeah, I'm like,
you wouldn't see that. No running water in certain homes, like all kinds of stuff.
I was like, the way he broke it down for me, I was like, oh, whoa, I didn't expect this in the United States.
But I mean, what?
I was even surprised. I'm like, people come here, get grants and all those things, take it to their country to do well. But then there are people living in the United States who do not have access to those grants, who are suffering. Like, I just couldn't understand it, and I still don't understand it. I don't understand why a lot of money will be taken out of the country.
Pine Ridge Reservation.
Without even looking at the people here.
Yep, that's right. I knew it was something rich. I didn't want to just guess. But so what I was thinking about doing is, when I was in Montana, I sat as a board treasurer for a place called the Community Cafe. We fed the homeless. When some of the primary people on there left, it just went under. But long story short, I kind of got to see how it works, how they move people through, how they get stuff in. So when I was loading up the back of the truck with the forklift with our pallets for this place, I was talking with the president and CEO of it. And she pretty much runs it. I've totally forgot her name. I'll have to ask my manager. But I told her I'd be in contact before the drive starts in 2025. Because especially now, after hearing about, the Pine Ridge Reservation, I mean, let's say there's 100 kids out there.
Mm-hmm.
If we could figure out, get names, and see if they're eligible to come to Sioux Falls and get stuff.
Yeah.
If they have the resources now to actually do that, and maybe hook up with her. I mean, if they're growing at this successful rate, maybe Teen Lead. I mean, if you guys can help out, and they could also help you, something mutual.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, I love volunteering. That's why I did volunteer firefighting. So
yeah, we are Christians. Yeah.
Yeah.
Darling. Yeah.
Adriel, don't touch cooler, buddy.
We are Christians.
This boy's waiting for his shower. It's already 9.
It's already 9 p.m., guys, and
so we'll come on again this time tomorrow.
What time did
we started an hour ago.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll come on about 7:30 our time. If you want to find us on Facebook, it's Chris and Tina Montgomery. So I'll type it down here. And see if I can get it typed. Tina, can you type it here?
Yeah, I will try. Let me try.
Yeah, so Chris and Tina Montgomery. You can also send us private messages on there. So Renee, if you wanted to reach out on Facebook, you're more than welcome to. I'll check my filtered messages. A lot of stuff gets automatically filtered. I like to talk more about Pine Ridge. But yeah, if anybody wants to ever just reach out, shoot us a question, reach out to us, we're more than welcome to. Please help us out. Like, comment, share, subscribe. That's the only thing I really ask, if you could please help us with. And, be talk in the comments, converse with us. We like to meet people.
Yeah.
So I'm off work for 3 months, so you'll at least see me for the next 3 months on a steady basis. All right. And then Tina, you have anything?
Yeah, before we leave, I mentioned I'm an author of children's book. So this is my first book. It teaches children about the importance of clean water, environmental management.
Maybe backwards. What is it called?
Now let's magic waterfall. It teaches children about environmental management, the importance of clean water, and teamwork. So it's on my website. My website is written in most of our description. I added to most of our video description.
Just tell them safari-treasures.com.
Yeah, safari-treasures.com. And this is a coloring book for kids also. So
you have to hold it closer so that they can see it.
They will, yeah. So as you can see, we have large pictures of animals in there with habitats and then fun facts. I also have this. So 2 coloring books. This is wildlife, animals, and then this is sea life fun. So
marine life.
Oh my
marine life.
Whatever it is. So yeah, so guys, they're on my website, safari-treasures.com, and then also they are on Amazon too. But if you're able to buy on my website, I will be able to sign and then write a little message for the kid whom you'll be giving it to. So these are the books that I'm looking at. Maybe we can donate some to the children at some point this year. So yeah. So please help us reach our 4,000 watch hours. That is what we are required now on YouTube to get monetized.
To help us grow also. So please, like, comment, share, subscribe. Don't worry about donations. We're not worried about anything like that. We don't ever ask for that. Just, when you comment, you like, you share, we get viewership. That's what helps us get paid so that we can then start donating out to a lot of causes. Okay. We don't want to take a penny from here for us personally at all.
Yeah. So,
but all right, everyone, thank you so much. We will be on tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll try and get on at 7, which is so whatever time it is where you are, just minus 2 hours.
7 p.m. Central Time.
Okay. But we will talk to you all later. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Bye.